So welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly group coaching session for our visionary resellers. This is exclusive just to the resellers of our program. I do want to show you how you can join. You can go to myvisionagency.com. You can sign up here for the free community, and you can also sign up for high level and get a free membership in our reseller program if you are not a current high level customer. If you're already with high level and you'd like to sign up for our reseller program, you can choose this option here. Now, something that I did want to share with you, if you are trying to figure out how to join the meeting, all you have to do is go into the Visionary Resellers community. You want to go to the events calendar and you'll click on today's date, which is, like I said, exclusive to the Visionary Resellers. Now, there is something that I wanted to go over with you because I did update the 4-hour Workday strategy. So if you go into the learning area here, or you can go to the course area, you're going to see the 4-hour Workday. Now, I definitely practice what I preach. Okay. So all of the training that I've done the past couple of weeks has been in preparation for this training. So what I've done is I've given you an overview and basically a whole presentation of this SOP that you can grab right here. In the SOP, all you need to do is click here and it will prompt you to create a copy. So you want to make a copy and then that way you can edit it. But it'll show you exactly what you need to do to get started and get everything set up so that you can actually work through the 4-hour workday. So the first thing is you need to set up your client portal, set up the course and the offer, set up communities, free, paid, and the events calendar, create a blog, create the opt-in page and the workflow for the free community, the automation, and you need to connect all of your social media channels to the social planner, which means you have to create them, and then also create a Zoom event and add the redirect. Now, that sounds like a lot, but if you walk through these steps here, it tells you exactly how to set it all up. Really, you're just connecting a domain here, right? And then this snapshot, this is actually the snapshot that I gave you guys when we did that free community training. So if you need access to that, you can click here and this will actually take you to the post if you're a reseller. If you're not a reseller, you do get access to all of this in the free community, but you do need to be a reseller to access that snapshot. You'll have instructions here to set up the snapshot, to set up the course area, to set up your community and your group, create a blog, set up the social planner, all of that. You have training for all of that. And then I show you how to record a video, how to upload the video to the course area and create a thumbnail, create a YouTube event, post the event to the social planner, create a blog. And I did do a live session for Zoom to show you how to get all of that set up, but I have not live streamed that. Okay. That is for you guys if you want to check that out. It shows how to set up the event calendar here in the Zoom. And basically, I talk about the difference between meetings and webinars so that you can decide which one you want to do. And then I show exactly how to live stream with Zoom. And I know a lot of you guys have asked me that, but it's really hard to be on Zoom and show you how I'm able to set things up because it wants to hijack my computer and all of that fun stuff. Now, once you have everything set up, you'll see in the 4-hour workday, I literally walk you through step by step and tell you exactly what to do. Now, what I encourage you to do is check these boxes. Once you've completed these things, just check the box off and do this every single day. That way, you know when you wake up exactly what you're going to be doing today. Now, I say 4-hour workday, but once this becomes routine, this is like, you're going to be able to get this done in a couple hours. Okay. Then when you go live, you're going live to all of your free and paid members in your community. You're creating the content. You're doing all of that with them there. Now, after you get your 4-hour workday done here, of course, no business owner works 4 hours a day, but we need to get these tasks completed in 4 hours because you always have extra things to do. You have people that you need to respond to who've sent you emails or messages on Facebook or whatever. You also need to research new ways of streamlining your processes because there's always new ways, new tools, new AI to go investigate. Also, researching new potential solutions, creating ad campaigns for your tutorials. You all have access to the Area Ads Manager. You can take those videos, you can run ads to them and get more traction and subscribers to your channel. And you can also spend that time to repurpose the long form content into short form, because what we really want to do is we want to maximize all the content that we're creating. And short form, anyone will tell you, is not great for sales, but it's definitely great for sending traffic to your long form, okay? Now, if you have no idea what to create tutorial videos about, and the reason I say tutorial is because we're software resellers. Software needs tutorials. And the best way for a business owner specifically to decide if your agency or your software is the best option for them is to see how it works. Then people decide, is this a software that I can do myself? Great, I'm signing up for the software. If it's a cool solution, but I don't want to do it myself, now I'm like a DIY client, right? So either way, you're exposing your business to the people who are searching for things, right? So if you have a white label, high level agency and your perfect client are plumbers, I'm going to create a tutorial, or you should create a tutorial like how to choose a color palette for your plumbing business, how to create a logo for your plumbing business, how to purchase a domain for your plumbing business. Now, why am I saying that? Because plumbers need websites, and likely they're looking for ways to do it themselves because they think it's super easy. Now they're finding your video because you are speaking right to them. So they're like, whoa, okay, I need to purchase a domain. Am I going to choose how to purchase a domain, or I'm going to choose the video that says how to purchase a domain for your plumbing business if I'm a plumber? I'm going to be choosing the plumber business, right? And I'm also going to find that easier because I might be looking for, I'm a plumber, how to create a plumbing website, how to whatever, right? How to create a form, a landing page, a funnel. Now, what's beautiful about all this is you're not only educating your client, but you are positioning yourself as an expert, because when they see all of these videos that you've created, now they don't need to wonder if you know what you're doing. They know that you do because you've just shown them in all of these videos. Then what we want to do is take that video, upload it to the course area. Now, by the time you've gotten all of these videos created, not only do you have a massive amount of content on your YouTube channel, but you also have a complete onboarding course that all of your clients coming in will be able to create or be able to use to set up their system. Okay. Now, definitely go in here, check all of that stuff out. There's detailed training on all of this. And I do want to stop sharing now. I want to let you guys know how, or I want to upgrade you actually to panelists so that I can see your beautiful faces. You let Keith in, and Miss Maria, and Sandy. Oh, I'm trying to let Sandy in and the list keeps jumping and getting away from me. All right, I think it's cool now.
Thanks, Bridget, because I wasn't sure I was in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a new setup. So what do you guys think about the 4-hour workday? I'm so curious who's actually going to do it, because so many people say, oh my gosh, Bridget, you share everything that you're doing. What's to stop somebody from just like stealing that or taking it and just doing it themselves? And my answer to that is, please do. I dare you to do it. I've done this for 5 years. It's taken me to perfect this workflow to get it to where it's so streamlined and so effective. And I know that 98% of people won't do it. I can tell you, I can lay it all out for you. I can show you exactly what to do with tutorial videos and the SOP, and still 98% of people watching this will not even do it. So I just wonder, why? If you want to do what I'm doing, why not? I'm giving it to you. And if you do it, please let me know, because I'm sure that you put a twist on it that is so awesome that I want to maybe I want to glean some ideas from you as well. So I never worry about people stealing my strategy. Please try it. Let's see how it goes. Rick, I think your hand was up first.
Okay. I'm just so glad today was just a reminder for me to, to follow your steps. And I think you've refined things even better. And having the checklist is so important. I've got to have a checklist. Flying a plane, you have to have your checklist. And this was just today. What you did again was just such a reminder about get your checklist and start going through the procedure, and it'll get done and you'll be doing it correctly.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you for that again as a reminder.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it.
I hope I move out of the 98 into the 2%. I want to be in the 2%.
I think you're a 2%er. I do. I see it in you. You're the 2%er. But I'm glad to hear it, and I understand about the checklist because I feel like a lot of times, especially when we're new to things and we're just trying to figure out our workflow, it's okay. What do I do? I know I need to do tutorials. I know I need to do that, but I need like a step by step. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'm that type of person. But sometimes when we don't know exactly what to do, it's almost like we get overcome with overwhelm and we don't even know where to start. So I agree with you. I'm a big fan of checklists for sure. Tony?
Hey, I really like this. I'm gonna have to dissect it though to make sure it fits like the workflow that I'm trying to put together. Because especially like now, I just landed clients, and before that wasn't a factor. I could just follow it like perfectly. But since I have clients, I could take the videos. If I work in the time slot where you make the videos, those could be my trainer videos, like my courses that I put together. It's just like switching certain things around, but it's definitely the way you built this is definitely customizable. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you only have 1 day a week, like if you're still working a full-time job Monday through Friday, there's nothing to say that you can't do this on Saturday. So it's like you just need to pick a day. And if it's 4 hours, if you don't have 4 hours a week to work on your business, I would really question if you even want to have a business because you have to be like motivated enough to work on it, right? So 4 hours. And it's like you said, Tony, what we want to do is not just create random content. We want to create that list and be very strategic about the content we're creating so that it is attracting our perfect customer, but also we are building that onboarding list. You want to be creating those videos so that when you invite people in your free community, they have something to see, some type of value, but also for your current clients, for them to be able to do some things themselves because you have this complete course that explains everything that they need to do.
No, absolutely. And the hardest thing, to be honest with you, is there's been so many times that I feel overwhelmed with the amount of work that I have to get done that you don't even know where to start, right? Even though I had a good work day yesterday, I am so overwhelmed by that work day that I put in yesterday that I don't even know. I'm too tired to even think where I want to start tomorrow. If today was tomorrow. So having that checklist, you don't even got to think about it. You know where you left off. You know what you have to get done. It's wonderful. I personally don't have one, but I'm glad you created one, and I'm definitely going to use it.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad. But go ahead, Manolo.
You doing?
Hey.
I missed like a minute of the training. And at the beginning, you mentioned how to get all this. And I missed the location. I'm looking for it. But I can find it.
Yeah, it's in the learning area in the modules for our Workday strategy.
It's the first one that shows up. Am I right?
I think so. I'm not sure. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. I'm in the learning.
Yep, you just go to the learning area and then go to the one that says 4-hour workday right here.
Oh, it's the one below. Okay. Thank you much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions or anything that they want to add? Sandy says exactly what I've been looking for. Yay. You know what? When I spent the last 5 years perfecting this system, I was looking for something like that too. Because it's like we're all talking about, you just get super overwhelmed and you just don't even know where to start. And I'm telling you, like, this is such a sustainable system. It's insanely sustainable. And I also will tell you, every time I go to a high level event, the number one thing that people say to me all the time is, how do you create so much content? How are you live 5 days a week? Like, it just blows people's mind. And that's why I laugh when this isn't really a secret. I've been talking about this for years now, like everything that I'm doing. But it just amazes me how I can say, this is exactly what I'm doing, and then show people. And still, there's people working 20-hour days, trying to build their business and all that. And I'm just telling you, man, especially in the days of AI that are just we're in right now, like it or not. And over the next few years, if you don't have a personal brand, I don't even know what business is going to look like, because we can use AI tools, we can create the content and all of that, but you need to have your face out there having some type of a personal brand. I just think that the businesses who don't have that are really going to struggle in the AI mode, because we like to buy from people. We don't really like to buy from businesses. And with AI, it's just, if it's just business and there's no people behind it, where is the brand loyalty? Where does that come from? I mean,
Can I add to that real quick? I think that, yeah, the AI's there, but also people now creating, which I'm starting to see a lot of videos with themselves as AI, and people are going to notice that. They're not going to buy from those people either, because they're looking for that personal touch now. And that AI, so I was watching some show today, and what's his name? The guy from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful, was talking about that he said that that there was his company's using AI, and they've created AI of him that are so perfect that it almost looks like it's exactly like him. It's all in sync and it's real scary. But at the same time, innately, we're going to start to notice what is really AI and what's real. And that's where I think places like communities come in. That's why they're growing so much more, because people want that connection. And the AI is going to help you, but it's not going to, if you're not doing that personal brand or that outreach like you're doing, it's gonna, people are not gonna connect. The person they're gonna connect with, which is people like you.
Yeah. I think there's a healthy balance with that, though, because in open office hours, I use my Zoom avatar, and I think it's really cool because I'm really there. It's just, instead of seeing me still in my nightgown with my hair all
Yes, we're not to update you. Sorry, but we don't want to see that. No, I'm kidding.
and I don't want to punish you with that.
Thank you.
But the thing is, if you want to be live 5 days a week, and this is the thing, and I decided a long time ago, I would rather have my voice in a video and not my face creating the content than not create content at all. Because I have to wait until I've got a shower and I fixed my hair and I put makeup on. Guess how many videos I'm going to create a week?
I know. I still do them anyway, but I remember, Bridget, you guys don't know, but I remember when she was doing live, because it was me and her all the time, when she was doing live and her face was on camera. And remember, Richard, you didn't do the makeup thing sometimes.
You know?
You were like, and then he said,
Maria, I saw way too many videos of myself going back where I had no makeup on, and I'm like,
oh,
Brit.
She did that for us a while. And then she finally said, no more camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I feel like it does make your videos more evergreen, because if you see a video and I'm in the video, if my background looks different or my hair looks different or my glasses have changed, then you immediately say, oh, that's an older video, even if the software is exactly the same. So I also felt like when I'm creating a tutorial video, my little face would get in the way a lot, especially in the bottom right-hand corner or the bottom left, because that's where the settings are, the bottom left. And in the bottom right is almost always we're submitting or next or whatever that button is. And so it makes more practical sense to not be on camera most of the time. But I definitely think the 1 day a week, I definitely will be on camera. Because I feel like you're exactly right, Maria. We need to have, AI can be such a great resource, but we also need to be real people connecting with real people, because that's really where the brand and the know and trust factor, that all comes with that. Rick, you have a question?
Well, I've got a comment.
Let's hear it.
Everybody, recent past, everybody got into the content bandwagon, and it was just content flood. The noise level got so high of just noise. People going on like a hamster wheel, just saying blam, 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 thinking that's going to do something. And now the same noise level is happening with AI, and it's growing, and people are developing courses and things that they're learning from their course. It was from AI. They don't even know the subject matter. So the noise level of AI is going up the same way. And as you're seeing things, and as we participate in the AI world now, you can be able to see that it's all AI. And what I believe is gonna happen is the authenticity, the person that comes out very authentic is the one that's going to come out ahead, because the noise level, people are gonna say, "Oh, that's more AI noise." And they're gonna be looking for the authenticity to interact with people.
I think that as time goes on, we automatically are always looking for authenticity anyway. Remember, like when the internet first came about and YouTube and all of that, everybody was so like guru, like especially make money online. And you'd see all these like marketers who are like renting planes and they're like getting on their plane looking like they're like a multimillionaire, or renting these fancy cars or mansions or whatever. Everybody was creating videos like that. And then obviously a lot of people were doing it, so it was working for a while, but then the market turned and people got tired of that. And it's just like you were saying, Rick, they are looking for the authenticity. They no longer trust that. They don't care. And in reality, most people aren't wanting that. It sounds cool to say, oh, I'd love to have a private plane, but most people don't really like, that's not why you work 20-hour days to have a private plane. It's like a bonus. It's cool to have. But most of us are thinking about, how can I retire early? How can I have my weekends back? How can I have dinner with my family instead of working 20-hour days? How can I like stop obsessing over money? How can I take care of myself? How can I, all of these things, how can I get money in the bank when I'm living paycheck to paycheck? These are the things like real people care about. So when you're like a marketer flashing your private plane that you probably rented and all that, nobody cares about that. Same with AI. It's like we're going to have all this AI and everybody's going to be so desensitized by it that when a real person shows their face, now we're like, oh my gosh, now I'm interested. It's like you're going to see a real person on Facebook one day, and that's going to be the scroll stopper, because you're going to be like, whoa, there's a real person. I just have to know what they have to say.
So true.
Yeah. Maria, have you created an AI avatar yet?
No, I'm being real. I'm not sure. Yeah, I did one. I showed a video on how to do that. I know how to do it, but I'd rather be real. And I've been doing some stuff like I figured out also at least something, I don't know where I was reading it, but do some training videos, some other videos, and then every once in a while, and I think it was one of the gurus online, every once in a while do a personal video, like about you. Not all the time, and no whiny and all that stuff. That's what I've been working on. I'm still, one day I will graduate to do more like you're doing, because I've gotten better at doing videos now, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's like I'm on the hamster wheel. That's what it feels like for me now with the videos. And I said that on another call here, that it feels like now I've gotten to the point where it's so easy to do it. To me, it's boring. Now I gotta, and I try to level up, but it's like leveling up is the level. It's like, how do I do this? How do I do this?
So when you create your videos, what's your call to action?
I don't know. To join my community, my VIP community.
What do
Yeah.
you offer them?
Right
What's the
now-
incentive for
right-
joining?
Right now, I have tons of courses, free courses that are part of something that I'm doing separate from what I do here. But it's courses, tons of different courses on list building, on having your affiliate business put together, all kinds of courses. That's what I'm offering. That's the lead magnet right now. And then the actual offer, the high ticket offer is changing a little bit. So I'm saying it's coming. So right now I'm just trying to get you into my community. And I have it set, so all are the courses, but I have a lot more there. And I made a mistake when I started my domain that I had in my community. I wanted it, and I used a certain domain name, and then I decided that's not going to work. I graduated beyond that, and and I wanted to change it, but I had to rebuild the whole thing. I couldn't just flip the name. It just didn't work like that. I'm going through that process now, trying to recreate everything I've created. I had to recreate. So it's taking me some time, but my big ticket offer is coming, and it'll probably be launched this week. And it's just changing. It's always changing.
So how do you decide what content you're going to create?
I'm good at just doing it, coming up with it on the fly. That's the problem. That's what I'm seeing, that okay, all right, let me talk about this now. Like anything could come to me, like in this conversation. And I've copied yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I was bored. I said, you know what? I don't want to record as much. So I recorded a piece and I found a video of one of the programs I'm working with, and I just downloaded it and then edited it together. And then that's it. Put a call to action was join my community for more information, or send me an email for this particular product. So that's what sometimes I do that.
I think it would be super awesome if you made a plan to recreate the videos there yourself. Because I know at least last time those videos were not you personally creating them. But if you took that content and you recreated it yourself, and then you're putting that content on your YouTube channel, and then of course you're driving traffic to your own community, then it's like you're doing what we're doing. You're building this large course that is actually your own. It's not stealing to learn something and then create your own video, because you're say it in your own voice. You're going to say it, you're going to point out things that maybe they didn't point out that you thought were helpful. You're just recreating that same idea, basically.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's because this particular project that I'm working on is a crypto thing, and it's a fast moving video that they produced. So I just decided I'm going to do that. But I know what you're saying. Some of the other ones I do a little bit, but I don't know. It feels like okay, I'm good at, Anthony was saying, you get overwhelmed. I'm doing this. Okay, now I've gotten good at not good, okay, doing them consistent. Let's use that word, not good at all, but consistent at doing videos for a long time. So now what's the step off? There's got to be a point where I decide I'm going to step off. I'm going to either step on and go faster, go better, or step off and do something else.
Anytime I heard Alex Hermosi say once, and I love it because I've reached this point so many times, where it gets boring. And we're entrepreneurs and you need to be inspired. We all need to be inspired to be motivated to work like we do. But when it gets boring is when you should double down on what you're doing. That was his advice. And I think that's so true. A lot of times we get tempted to create a new business or something like that, or change our niche completely, whatever it is. But you've already got the flow down. Now you just need to be very proactive about your call to action in your videos. You need to always have something that you're going to offer them. And so what I'd say is talk about whatever you want to. And maybe you could even create like a 30-second video that's like your commercial for whatever it is you're offering. So it's, hi, I'm Maria, whatever it is I'm talking about today. And if you'd like to join my community, you'll get access to this, and show them what they're going to get access to. Say this course and this course, and click the link in the description. But always make sure that you have a call to action. Otherwise, the video's informational, which is cool, but you need to have the incentive. You need to have some benefit for creating the video. Even if it's an email address, that's what we want. If you're speaking, you're muted.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My dog was barking, so I turned it down. I'm feeling like everyone else with their pets barking here. But what I was saying is that I could do that, show the actual course. And last week when you showed us how to put with the Zoom, put the picture yourself, and I did that, and I did a video like that. It was pretty cool. I like that. But I see, yeah, I have to be more proactive, and that just coming up with that. I come up with an idea at that moment that I'm going to record a video. It's just in my head goes, okay, let's do this. And then I go off and do it. And then I do it quickly. And it feels like I just want to get it over with and just put it on all these platforms I put it on and get it done and then move on. And that feels like it's not going to be sustainable because I'm going to burn out doing that. I haven't burned out yet. I still am doing 5 days a week, but I will burn out as far as the quality. And that's where it's suffering. The videos are suffering in quality, not quantity. Quantity is easy.
And it's hard because when you don't feel, it's like you're going live and you're doing all this stuff and you just don't, if you don't see the sales or you don't see the leads coming in, it is even more frustrating because you're like, oh my gosh, I created another video today and is any of this even gonna work? There are many times I ask myself that, or other people are like, oh, you're still doing that YouTube thing. Okay. But that's why you've developed the habit. And that's really important. You've developed the habit and the skill, but now you do need to level up. You need to be more effective. So instead of thinking about, okay, today I'm going to create a tutorial video, think about if you were watching a video, or think about when you did watch a video and you signed up for the community. What was it that made you sign up for the community? And then create a video like that. And what's really cool when you're creating content that leads to your community, you're actually creating the content that's going to I can't talk today. It's going to attract the perfect person for that community, right? So if I'm teaching how to do affiliate marketing, I want to create content that affiliate marketers are going to find valuable. How to create an email campaign, how to build your list as an affiliate marketer. But here's the cool thing. All these things that you're teaching, you have to learn first. And so you're going to learn, teach, earn, and that's how the process works. So I would say, I would really challenge you to be more effective with your videos. How can you get them to sign up for your community? That's the goal.
I'm going to work on that. I have to keep that. Okay. Thank you. That's helpful. I just know that it has to be done. It's like ripping that bandage off. Let me take it off. It's going to hurt. So you got to.
And I know that you do have some limitations. So what I could say, like an easy way to do that is create that commercial, like I said, like a 10, 20, 30-second commercial that you're just going to put in all of your videos.
Okay.
And then that way, when you shoot your video, and it doesn't take much editing, you can put it at the beginning or the end, probably the end. Or if you do want to edit, maybe just cut it right in the middle. But that'll keep you from having to say the same thing over and over again. And then it's just a matter, we're building our workday in a sustainable way. So if you're limited with time and things like that, just create that little commercial and then just inject it into your video. That's better than not saying it.
That's a great idea because sometimes I do forget to say it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it, girl. Tony, I did see that you had your hand up and then you put it down. Did you still have a question?
I did. I forgot what I wanted to say. But I'm always inspired by Maria. Like I've gotten so caught up in trying to I've been so busy and I've been wanting to make videos and I have to make videos. But at the same time, I knew that I needed to get clients. I had to make that shift, right? And making videos at the beginning was very hard for me. So then to stop and now have to refocus to go back to making videos, I got to do that like baby steps now because it's always a hurdle for me with my ADD, I get so distracted. It's like I see a squirrel and I forget what I'm working on. So again, like having that list and just taking, it's just 1 foot at a time, 1 step at a time. Those challenges, that leveling up has to come. It just has to. If you're not in an uncomfortable spot in your business, then you're not growing. If you just don't feel uncomfortable, I realize that if you're just not doing something that you don't like and you're not uncomfortable and you're not doing it enough to get comfortable, then not only are you not growing, but your business is not growing. You just have to step in it. There's no way around it. No one's going to do it for you. Even if you pay them, you got to check it. You got to inspect it. You have to know to be able to inspect it because that's where cracks come in, right?
Yeah, and when you do get bored, it's like what Maria and I were saying. You're doing something right if you're bored. We just need to we just need to double down on the things that's working. Even if you I don't want you to think that creating content is not proactively getting clients, okay? Because somebody said this to me one day, and somebody posted it in a group actually. And they were saying, why does everyone on high level, why are they like they have YouTube channels that don't have that many views? How are they getting all these sales? And it just made me laugh because if I create a video that has 100 views, think about what you guys would pay to have like a commercial for your business be shown to 100 people who were searching for that and then watched it. I think that's incredibly valuable. I think 100 views is incredible for your business. Now, maybe if you're creating cat videos or something, 100 views isn't that great. But when you have a business that someone is looking for and they find your videos, it's like it's selling for you all the time. So you might feel like, man, it's just I've got client work and whatever. And this is also why I say those time-consuming activities should be at the tippy top of your value ladder, because you don't want to eliminate creating content that's going to be making you sales passively for years to come, so that you can focus on a one-time project for one client. Even if they're going to be paying you something every month, you still want to keep building that reoccurring income stream. So many times I would take on a website project, and then it's like you're just consumed for a whole month basically with this one client, and then you get the job done, and then it's great. Now I don't have another client, and I didn't create any videos, and now I have no reoccurring sales coming in, and now what? So that's a very stressful situation to be in for sure. Yeah,
It
God.
sucks. It's
I know
stressful.
it does.
It sucks, man. That situation just flat out sucks.
Yeah, it really does. And it's so disheartening, and you're working so hard. And then oh man. And then when I really became passionate about passive reoccurring income, and I know passive it's almost not real, but it is. When you have YouTube videos that are just playing for years and people are signing up and you never speak to them, you really can't get more passive than that. That's real passive, but of course, you have to create the video first. And you have to be consistent to build the audience and do all that stuff. But that's long game. So while you're trying to earn money that sustains your business in the beginning, don't put off the long game things. Because I promise you, sitting here today, I could not be more grateful that I focused on the long game rather than the short-term one-off projects that I was struggling so much to do. Miss Martina, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a comment. Can you hear me okay? I have my Bluetooth in and I'm driving, so hopefully it'll hold up. Okay. So I also just want to encourage everybody that, like you just said, when you're spending that month time towards that web project, one thing that you taught me, Bridget, is to document the process. Screen record what it is that you're doing, whether you choose to use it or not. If you finish the project and you never recorded or documented the process, you don't have to choose to share. What if you actually are doing a project and just turn on, well, y'all know I'm an advocate for Indigenous. You turn on the recording, just let your screen record while you're doing what it is that you do. Then you can go and edit, speed up, slow down, do a voiceover or whatever for that to work. Whatever. You've already let it go. Record everything that you can and everything that you do, whether you choose to use it or not later. You can't go back and recreate it and not waste time. But if you record it while you're doing, you're not wasting time. You're actually doubling down on your time. And now you don't feel like, oh my goodness, I just did an entire web project and I don't have another client. No, you do have another client. It's called proof of concept of everything that you just did. Now go chop it up and put it out. and get yourself another client using what you just did.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like such a proud mama hearing you say all that because it really is all about efficiency. It's I think working in pharmacy 20 years, I became obsessed with that too, efficiency. But why do something multiple times when you can do it once? And documenting that process, let's just say that it's your first website that you've ever built. Great. Use that experience to document the process. And then it's like you're saying, Martina, use that as the content, use it as your SOP. Even if you never build another website again and you outsource it to your VA or whoever else, now you have all of this documented that you've already been through. You know how much time it should take. You have just educated yourself so much. You could even create your own custom GPT to say, this is my process. Now help me create the next website. It's really crazy, but so important.
It absolutely is. And then the fact that, and this is just a pivot to another point, this network that we have together, leading us out as a part of the trees. The network that we have and the way we share content and we come together and then all and we're really bouncing ideas off that is a great resource. But again, being able to share, like you said, you feel like a proud mama. I don't know with any of you, but I feel like a proud student. I'm like, so yeah, I get it. And I can move forward and forward. But it's what your leadership is and how we should use that inspiration. I heard we ourselves have find our own inspirations from motivate. We don't think that those are two different things. Inspiration comes from within, motivation comes from is what I say. So yeah. Yeah.
You were cutting up pretty bad there, but I think I understood what you said, and it was pretty much, Bridget, you're amazing. You've learned so much in the program, and
And you were that very well.
I was just guessing. Bridget, you're amazing part. But it is cool seeing you, like people like you, Martina, who you're action takers. And it's so cool. Like I said at the beginning, I can share everything that I'm doing, and 98% of people won't do it. But it's that 2% of people like you, Martina, who are actually doing it that just like fuels my fire and like my passion. Because honestly, my main thing is I feel like I have figured out like this secret, like this way of doing something that just makes everything that we want to do possible. And I just want to share it with more and more people. I just feel like it is so possible because I've proven it that we can have solopreneur businesses and we can really not work 20-hour days. We can work the basic 8-hour day and then go off and live our lives. Now, if you want to build a huge agency and do all of this stuff and have a huge team, you can still do this process. It's no different. But if you can get all of these things done in a 4-hour period, whatever you do with the rest of your day is really up to you. Scale to the moon and back, or take the afternoon off and go to the park with your dogs or something. But the freedom is what this allows you to create. It's the freedom, financial freedom. It's also the freedom of time. It's really, you get your whole life. Now, having said all of that, I do want to tell you guys that every year, the first week of June, I take a vacation. And so next week, I am taking my annual vacation. And I just wanted to let you guys know that because I was talking about time freedom. And it is so nice to be able to step away and have personal time and not have to request it off from some boss who's going to tell me, we may approve it, we may not, or whatever. You could still do all of this and take a week off. And this is also why I set you up for the 4-hour workday strategy. I would love for you guys to spend next week walking through the process and getting your system set up so that you can start implementing all the things that we talk about all the time, because you will see that even if it seems like a lot, once you get all of this set up, you're literally setting yourself up for success. You don't even have to be a super techie person. But the faster you get at doing all these things, the faster that you're going to be scaling. And this setup is exactly the type of setup that you need, whether you have one client or you have a million clients. It's going to be the same process. Maybe you have some more AI incorporated, but it's the same process. Martina, did you have your hand up again?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that is 100% my weekend goal, to go back to the ChatGPT prompt that you had me go and do the tiers in my business, and to get that set up, and then to catch up from you walking us through your 4-hour workday. It's gonna be pretty intensive of a weekend because I also landed my first VIP day client. Been thinking about doing that forever, but I have that until this weekend. So I'll be documenting the process for that as well. So I have 3 different things that I'm working on this weekend, so I probably won't get much sleep. But I appreciate you challenging us to do that so that we can show proof of concept, not only for ourselves, but for your plan. Because you know how people say, oh, that works for you, Bridget. You've been doing it X amount of years. No, we're able to show it works for her clients and her students too.
Yeah, and the only difference between what I do now and what I did 5 years ago is I just do more and I automate more. I didn't have a blog 5 years ago. I wasn't like sharing all my videos. I didn't have a a community. I didn't have any of these things. But I did have a YouTube channel that anybody can create, and like you probably already have it created because you created a Google account and now you have YouTube. The only thing that's different is I'm just more effective. I'm still researching what I want to talk about, doing the video. But I learned over time, why do that one video? Like when I first started going live, I was going live in a single Facebook group. Why would I just do that? Why would I not, if I'm doing the video, if I'm taking the time and I'm learning and I'm doing the video, why not use that video for other things? Why not create the blog post? Why not share it to all my social media channels? Why not put that in a course area? Because you know what happens? You start creating all these videos and then you and other people are like, hey, did you ever create a video like how to send a newsletter? And then now you're looking for it and they're looking for it. Wouldn't it be nice to have a course that you can put all these videos in that's nice and organized by category or tool or whatever? It's like all of that stuff is just a progression. But if you just start with the videos, you're already going to be, that's the majority of the work. All the rest of the stuff is basically created by AI and you're copying and pasting. So the faster you get at that, it's like you're freeing up the rest of your day for all these monotonous things or fun things. It's up to you to decide that. And we don't all have to try to make $1 million a month businesses either. Maybe $20,000 is enough to change your whole life. You don't have to have a big team. You don't have to have all of that. I honestly, if I make no more money than what I make right now, I'm good. I'm happy and pleased with that. So it's up to you what you decide to build. Do you guys have any other questions or anything? You can feel free to ask, and I'm going to go ahead and enter everyone's name that joined into the wheel here. So we have Tony. And we have Charles. Charles, I didn't even hear from you today. I missed you. Frankie. And we have Keith. And Manolo. I will type Manny. And Maria. And Rick. All right. Tony, Charles, Frankie, Keith. Spelled Keith wrong. Manny, Maria, and Rick. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Let me share my screen. Alrighty, here we go. So for those of you who are watching, whoever joins our Friday reseller program gets a free consultation with me, and it looks like it's Tony. Yeah.
Hey, very happy, very, very happy. It's going to make my weekend.
Yay. I will send you the calendar to book as soon as we're done here.
Thank you so much, Bridget.
My pleasure. You guys have anything else for me today? All right. I hope you have an awesome week without me. And I look forward to hearing about all of your 4-hour workday strategy. I hope to hear all about how you got it set up and how you are crushing it. or I love to hear about all the problems that you have so that I can help you push through all of that, because I want to see you guys start crushing it with this, because I do this and I know that it's so possible for everyone to do this thing. I'm not that special. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have an awesome weekend and an awesome week, and I will see you all the week after next. Go make your
You're
vision.
very special to us.
You guys are special to me too. You allow me to do what I love to do. So that's why I absolutely adore you guys. I mean
Have
that.
a nice week. Bye-bye.
You guys have an awesome week too. Bye.